Hello, Facebook world. And Edie. Let me give it a listen. Here we are. Sorry for the delay. We're a little bit behind today, but we are going to be making
chocolate cake.
Yes, that's what we're gonna be doing.
Edie was sick.
Edie was sick yesterday, so we're glad that everyone is back to feeling better, and we're gonna make something good. So, what we're gonna do first is we've already washed our hands 30 seconds. We made sure that we got them good and clean. Both of these girls have been doing a fashion show this morning. So here they are in all of their beautiful glory. Edie, do you want to say hi?
Hi. We're going to crack this egg.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and crack a couple of eggs. They were wanting to do that on camera to show their
I'm going to crack this one.
So that's what we're going to start with. So I'm going to show you real quick. I have this little contraption. Let me show them real quick what this is. This is like a great little thing to do if you have littles. And okay, push it. And it cracks an egg. Okay?
It landed.
And some of it landed perfectly into our measuring spoon. So we're gonna go ahead and add that to our bowl. Wasn't that handy to have that right there to catch it?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what it does is it cracks it. You don't get any shell, anything like that, and then it cracks into this little reservoir down here. So that's super nice. I'm gonna go ahead and take this shell.
Let's put it where it was.
Throw it into our sink. We did have our red and green buckets made for today as well. But yeah, life's a little bit more chill today. So, hey, Grandma's watching. Do you want to say hi?
Oh.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and dump that egg.
Grandma?
Grandma Di is watching.
And Grandma Cece?
No, Grandma Cece doesn't have Facebook. She doesn't get that into this.
I want to crack it.
Okay, hold on. And then we push again. Boom. Egg bottom. Whoever created this, genius. However, it is just another piece of equipment to have in your kitchen. But if you are working with littles, like I do a lot, it's nice. It's nice to have. So, okay, we've got 2 eggs. Be careful, Edie. Those will spill, and they will be messy. And I'm going to get a
Is that
fork.
hair?
Hey, back up. If we do have hair, it's because you girls didn't pull your hair back because you're trying to be too fancy today. I am going to get, we just had a tiny little bit of shell. Edie, please quit doing that.
Look. You can use a spoon.
You could use a spoon. A lot of times too, if you get eggshell too, if you get your finger wet, it helps to kind of pull that right out. But hey, stop. Back up, you.
Ew, you're gonna get your hands all sticky.
I'm gonna get them all slimy from this egg. This is a beautiful reality of it. Okay, I got it out. All right, off the counter, please. Okay, what we're gonna be doing?
Not on the counter.
Okay, yay, good times. All right, our recipe calls for this to just be a little bit whisked, not crazy, but we need to go ahead and just give it a little bit of a stir so we can combine it up together.
Are you gonna bring
The recipe that we're going to be doing today is called a Lone Star Sheet Cake.
I'm thirsty.
And it is...
I'm thirsty.
You're thirsty? Okay. I'll get you a drink in just a second. It's a sheet cake, but it is from a book by Bonnie Eshelman. Bonnie Eshelman is a local favorite. It's a recipe, or the book is called From Farm to France. So I will attach a copy of this recipe later on for you to use.
Make cookies for our next video.
Okay, so I'm gonna get Edie a drink before she freaks out, and we'll meet you right back here in just a second. Hey, thanks. So we can keep going. Hooray! So happy Mary's here to help out. Okay, we are going to go ahead and start into preheating our oven. Our oven needs to be at 350 degrees. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that happening. We are going to both grease and flour 10 by 15 inch jelly roll pan. So I'll show you what a jelly roll pan looks like if you're not familiar. And then we will set that aside and start combining all of our ingredients. We're gonna combine our dry ingredients, and then there's a process to get with our liquid ingredients. So like our butter and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna make this really wonderful kind of hot cocoa mixture that essentially goes over the top. If you've ever made a sheet cake before, this should be familiar to you. But if you haven't, it might not be familiar at all. So come on the adventure with us together. Okay, so let me get a jelly roll pan. We'll get that greased and floured, and I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my oven. So I'm sure that my sous chefs will be back super shortly for all kinds of amusement. No, let's do ice and water.
Why?
Let's do ice water, so that way you guys...
No! Water!
Wait, let's do ice water, so that way you guys can make sure that you are staying hydrated today, huh? How's that sound?
Why ice water? Why not water?
Why not water?
Just water, no ice. And we're back.
I can't find the pan I need, guys. This is me being underprepared. Aren't you guys drinking your water? Oh.
Yeah, we're back. And we're back. Chocolate.
Hey, put that down, please.
It smells so good.
Doesn't it smell nice?
Yes. Can I smell it? Yeah. I'm gonna smell this. Ew, it smells like cinnamon chocolate.
It is cinnamon. That's what it is. We use cinnamon in a sheet cake. Did you know that?
No, it smells like cinnamon chocolate.
What has been your favorite part about doing
That smells like nothing.
Quarantine Kitchen Girls? What do you guys like about baking online?
That you already know how to bake.
Yeah, that is a huge plus, right? Do you think that it's not so hard to figure out how to bake though if you just follow the instructions?
Yeah. Can I smell it? This smells so good. Ah. This smells so good.
Is that the cinnamon? Oh, that's the vanilla. Yeah, that definitely does smell good. All right, so here's a jelly roll pan. It's got raised sides, so that way it's gonna hold in anything that you might need to stay where it's supposed to be. I actually have a different jelly roll pan. This one is the one that's just kind of hanging out in there. So we're gonna use this, but I'm definitely gonna put something underneath this. Daddy says, hey girls. Say hi. Say hi to Dad.
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy.
Nice glasses. I know, right? Edie was wearing some earlier too.
Yes.
All right, hey girls.
Hey,
let's not hover right over our ingredients, huh? Let's make sure we have a little bit of distance. I'm gonna put it right over here so that way we don't spill it.
I was going to drink it right now.
Okay, well then you can go get a drink. I'm gonna what am I gonna do with this? I'm gonna grease this. I'm gonna flour this. I think my kids are getting way too comfortable in here. That's okay. So I'm gonna grease and flour that here before I get started with anything else. I'm gonna grease and flour it for two reasons. Greasing it and not flouring it is not going to allow the sheet cake to come out very easily. So if you do both, essentially what happens is it just creates kind of a barrier. So all of that chocolatey goodness doesn't get stuck to the pan. It's the same situation that we did when we made our brownies. We made sure that we greased and floured our pan on there as well. Oven is preheated to 350 degrees. So it's all ready.
Do you know eggs are harder than hams?
No, we were talking about that earlier. It has to do with surface area and pressure. I'm actually going to wait just a minute because I'm going to use my butter paper to grease my pan and then flour it. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to our next step. So, Edie, are you good? Can I move this over here? I just don't want to knock it over and spill it. We don't need this right now either. Okay, so
butter?
We're going to place our flour, sugar, and salt into a large bowl. I need you to read that first instruction, please.
I want the milk. Rich, just cake and has been.
No, right here, baby. Right here. Place flour, sugar, and
bowl.
Salt into large bowl. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put
this.
Yeah, this is the flour and salt.
Can I put this in?
Hi, everyone.
Can I put this in?
Thank you for all of the love. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying watching this. Addie says good morning.
Can I Put this
Okay, good morning. We don't need this part yet, but you absolutely can. Here, Edie, dump this in for me. Hold on. No, not this one yet. Process steps are important too, people. Making sure that we understand what processes we need. Hold on just a second. So we need flour, sugar, and salt. So, Edie, I need you to dump this. Get it, girl. Good job. Okay. So anytime that we're done with these, we'll put them into the sink. If you guys could see the rest of my kitchen, you'd be able to.
I want to clean the dishes.
You want to go clean the dishes? Girl, you go get it. You can move your chair over there. I would be happy to help you or let you help with the dishes. Teach them young, right? Okay. So we've got. Hey, I need you to scoot over here. We're doing a little bit of a shift on our set. Shift change. All right.
Hey, they can't see me.
Oh, they can. See, look, I can see you. So we've got our flour, our sugar, and our salt in a large bowl here. Hooray. All combined together. That's going to be 2 cups flour, 2 cups sugar, and 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt. I went ahead and added. We do have very similar glasses, don't we? So we combine our dry ingredients. So next what it tells us to do is we need to combine our butter, which we need a whole cup of butter. So 1 stick of butter is 1/2 of a cup. And I know that that sounds crazy because this is a lot of butter, but butter makes the world go round and makes me a lot more round. So it's good. We like this. This is good stuff. So we are, good morning, Mandy. Missed you. All right, we are gonna go ahead and get a saucepan. So our saucepan, this is a saucepan, okay? Not really long circumference, wide circumference. I'm learning math terms a lot more than I feel like I need to. All right, put this in there, please. We need 2 of those because we need a full stick. Keep this butter paper though, because like I said, this is like gold. This is beautiful. You can utilize this to make sure that you can use it to grease your pan, which is what we're gonna do here in just a second. I'm gonna put marin on that here in just a second. Hey Edie, can you try not to dump our bucket out? Can you try to help me so that we're not doing that, please? Because I don't want the whole bucket to be on the floor because then that would be a big mess. This is her first day on the job with dishes, so we gotta teach her some of the rules. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up with a green soap bucket all over my floor. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this rolls out. Okay, Edie.
I'm cooking.
Okay, so we're gonna put this on the heat. So we're gonna get this melted. Oh, Edie, careful, baby. All right, great job with the dishes. We are good for right now. Do you want to help me with another step?
I want to put the chocolate in.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to melt our butter. We need water. We need a little bit of water. So I need 1 cup of water.
I have water.
I know, honey, but that was in the dirty dish soap. So we want to make sure that we're not using that. 1 cup of water.
Oh, I want it to pour out.
And then we need to add our cocoa to that. So can you add that cocoa to here, please?
Yum.
Yum, add that in.
Oh.
Yes. All right, we're gonna put this on our stovetop. So we'll shift over to that part of the kitchen. We're gonna melt this down.
Still more butter.
This is gonna be for our frosting. So still more butter to come.
Frosting. Chocolate frosting.
Sheet cake frosting, which is like heaven on earth. Okay, Edie, I feel like the floor's getting wetter, baby. You do you, boo-boo. You get it figured out. All right, we're gonna move this over to our stove. So I'll have you shift over here. Marin, if you could move your chair, I'm gonna have you do all of the melting for this, huh? That's where your fishy's gonna stay?
Yeah. That is this was their cookie.
You are so helpful, and please ignore all of my dishes.
And my bucket is going to keep my fishy staying warm, and because it has water in it, because I dump water in it, because it's for my fishy.
Oh, okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna flip this around. All right, I need you to stand up for me. We can use this one, this is fine. All right, here you go.
My fishy.
And I'm gonna turn this on to, I would say heat-wise for this, you're not trying to boil this at all. We're just trying to melt it. So I would do probably like, Marin, I really need you to stand up or it's gonna be dangerous, okay? Here, let's move this. Or here, you're good. I would put it on probably like medium to like medium low heat. So like probably a 4 or 5. Let's go ahead and try to get this kind of mixed up. I did put the butter out this morning. So it was a little bit softened. So it's not going to be too much of a pain, hopefully, to get this handled. So I'm going to let Marin work on that. You're strong. And then if you could kind of try to get that mixed in, baby girl, do you want a whisk? Do you think a whisk would be better to kind of try to mix some of that?
No.
You want to use that spoon? Wooden spoon for the win? Okay, I'm going to come over here and have Edie help me grease my pan. I think that she'll really enjoy that. All right, Edie, I'm going to have you help me out, all right, baby girl?
Is this like itself?
I'm going to have you help me get this pan greased, okay?
I need to find them.
All right, so can you come right over here? Oh my goodness, what do you say? What do you say? You say, excuse me.
My shirt's wet.
Your shirt is wet. That's okay, come here. Can you get up on this chair for me?
Daddy was
right.
in timeout.
What I want you to do with this, Edie, is I want you to rub it all over the bottom of this for me. Can you do that? So take it and let's just rub it all over in all these corners. How's our melting coming along, Marin? Is it going good?
Getting softer.
Good job. Killing it over there at the stove. Be careful, that is hot though, okay?
I know, I'm holding on.
All right, Edie, did we get it all? Do you feel good about it?
No.
Do you think we got it?
I need to go.
How about you? Do you need to wash your hands? Did you get butter on your hands?
Mm-hmm.
See, and then you're not throwing away these papers that have all of this great, wonderful, greasy goodness that's going to help our cake not to stick. I'm still a little bit concerned about the size of the sides on this pan. I feel like it's going to be...
I need to wash my hands.
It's going to be close. It's going to be all right.
We don't have to pause today.
I'm hoping we don't have to pause for the cause. We're doing all right so far. I'm going to go ahead while she is melting all of that chocolate liquidy goodness. Ooh, we're getting close. You're doing a great job here. I'm going to get a wire whisk. Also known as Edie's microphone. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just leave that in there. Oh, I'm glad you can't see what's happening over here.
What happened?
Nothing at all. Okay. I'm gonna get a whisk and I'm gonna go ahead and mix up these ingredients. Edie, are you all done? No, you don't need a plate.
To put this on. I can't mix this.
Okay. Hold on just a second. I'll help you out. Hold on just a second.
I got it.
You got it? All right. Work in that kitchen. Miss Madeline says hey. Say hey, girls.
Hey!
Oh, good morning, good morning. All right, here we are. Dreary, cold, wet day in Kansas. All right, what I'm doing is I'm using a wire whisk to just kind of combine some of those dry ingredients. The reason why I'm using a wire whisk versus like a spoon or something is this is a cake. So even though it's a little bit more like dense of a cake because it's a sheet cake, I still want to make sure I'm not compacting it. I'm not taking out all that air because that air is gonna be what's gonna make it still kind of real light, fluffy, and good. Girls, we have 10 people who are tuning in with us right now. Hi. I hope you're all hanging in there okay. All right, so I mixed all my dry ingredients together. I'm gonna go check, let's go check together on Marin's progress over here at our stovetop. All right, so you can see, you are doing a great job, Marin. You can see that all of our butter is about melted down.
My place is washing your hands.
Is washing your hands? Yeah, you're doing a great job. Using that golden whisk again. I bought this whisk for like a student reward kind of situation when I was feeling really ambitious. And then I ended up not doing a whole lot with it. But I did have a couple of great students. Isaiah and Daisy at East High School when I was there who made this great sign for me. that was like the Golden Whisk Award, kind of like a Grammy or something. I don't know. Okay, I think we are good. So we can go ahead and turn off our stove. I'm gonna move this back over, so I need you to move your chair because I don't want you to move this because it's real hot, okay? I'm gonna take care of this part. I need you to move your chair, please. All right, back we go. I know, you're gonna help me at this part, okay? So Edie helped us with our pan. We're still gonna flour this here in just a minute, and I will do that while Marin is combining. Edie, how's the dishes going, babe? Good. Okay, so reading through our next step. What's our next step? It says to melt it in a small saucepan. Okay, and I need to read. Reading is so important with cooking. I'm glad I'm wearing my glasses. Okay, so.
And my glasses.
So water cocoa in a small saucepan. And we need to.
I don't know where the phone is.
And we need to. It's right in front of you. Look in front of you. We miss your beautiful face too, Miss Shannon. We really, really do. I keep telling Edie that it's like Arendelle and the gates are closed right now. So we have to wait till the gates open. That's a Frozen reference for those of you who may not know. It's kind of my life right now. Into the unknown. All right, so, sorry, I'm getting distracted. So I need to bring our melted ingredients over. And we are going to start to mix. I want you to stay right here. Please don't. And then we're going to combine our baking soda and our buttermilk. I'm going to give you guys a little trick too. Most of us don't just have, okay, this is going to go in. I need you to stir it as it goes in, okay?
Okay.
Can you do that for me?
The scissors are okay. Yeah. Yummy. That looks so good.
Yeah, it does. Okay, and now remember, when we're stirring, we don't want to slop it. So what you want to do is kind of get in there, like dig underneath it, so we can get all of those dry ingredients. And we kind of, can you twist it as you do it, so that way we can get it all combined?
Yeah.
All right. So a trick to buttermilk. Most of us don't just have buttermilk like hanging out.
Oh my.
Hey, Marin, they're loving your look, girl. Give them a little kiss, a little kissy face. You should have seen her. She was doing a catwalk earlier. It's pretty awesome. She's really working on her skills. Please don't do that. It's gonna be a mess. So we're gonna keep kind of mixing this together. Let's kind of show them. There we go. Mixing it up.
I know hide this.
Good job. Good job.
Okay,
Ooh, careful, please.
I'm holding it.
Let me read my instructions. I just have a feeling
Hey, Mama,
my brain really.
Mama. My fishy is clean. Stay in this water because I hide.
You hid your fishy in the water. I love that. I think that was. Is your fishy taking a nap right now?
No, I'm going to show you. My fish.
It's your fishy? Okay.
So I'm going to show you.
I have a feeling I'm going to miss something.
Mama, I will show you my fish. Okay.
Oh, I see him. Okay, so we're all combined. I have a feeling I'm going to miss something, by the way, so we'll figure out how this turns out because my brain, if you know me well, my brain doesn't operate real well with lots of distractions. And such is the life of a mom. Okay, you can take them out. Take your earrings out and do some damage, girl. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Okay, so like I was saying, if you do not have buttermilk at home, something that you can do is you can kind of make your own buttermilk with things you already have on hand, which is what I did, okay? You can take 1 cup of regular milk, and you can add in 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, okay? You could also use vinegar. So, and it does, it smells amazing. So, Miss Shannon said, come on, Marin, show me some love. Give her a little wave. Oh, hey, girl, hey. All right, so what I did is I made my own buttermilk because I don't have any here. We also are trying to figure out how to be real resourceful. So with being resourceful, we need to kind of make best use of what we have. So what it says that we need to, hold on just a second. It tells us that we need to add our baking soda, which I've already pre-measured out here, our baking soda with our buttermilk. Our baking soda, again, is a leavening agent. All right, so leavening means this is going to be something that's going to help our cake to rise. We're hoping it doesn't rise too much or it may end up on the bottom of our oven, but yeah, we'll go. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to add my baking soda to, yes, vanilla. I'm going to add my baking soda to my buttermilk.
Can I?
And then Maren's gonna pour this in.
I want to stir it too.
I'm gonna kind of work to get this combined a little bit because teamwork makes the dream work. Hold on just a second, please.
You got it on me. That looks like real chocolate now. Can I?
Nope, not yet. Let Mama get a few good whacks at this.
Let me try now.
All right, and look at how beautiful that is. It's getting this really nice sheen to it.
Now it's smelling gross.
It smells amazing, Maren. It smells so good.
It smells
Okay,
like too much.
and then our final, Maren, I need to give you a scoop. Hold on for the ride.
Whoa.
Hold on for the ride. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we need to add in our eggs, vanilla, and cinnamon.
My beautiful dark chocolate.
So I've got cinnamon measured out here, so I'm gonna add this in. Okay, she's gonna mix.
Oh,
We've got our vanilla here.
yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and add our vanilla.
Oh, yeah.
And then those eggs that we cracked earlier, that I gave just a real slight whisk. I didn't get too crazy with it. We're gonna go ahead and add this in as well. So add that in. Eggy goodness for structure.
Ew, egg.
Vanilla and cinnamon, just because it's amazing. That's what makes a sheet cake sort of a sheet cake. No, we can't taste it, because why can't we taste it?
You want
What does it have in it?
You get some rotten eggs.
Not rotten, just
Hey,
raw.
Mama, you get some soap?
Are you gonna clean that up for me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, please, and go.
You're so helpful. I have a feeling you are gonna be just soaked to the bone by the time that we're done. Let's see what Edie's doing. Let's check out Edie Kiser. Edie, what you doing over here?
I'm cleaning dishes because these are dirty dishes.
I'm gonna put you to work all the time, girl.
No, me.
You get to do the good stuff. Edie does the stuff that's so necessary, but usually people don't want to do. Maybe if you're 3, that's the best thing. That's the best job in the house right there. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is
My chores are dishes.
Your
The
chores are dishes?
dishes
We need to
are
start
smelly.
working on that. That's news to me. I still need to flour in this pan. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab just a little bit of flour out of the pantry. We're gonna just give like a quick sprinkle. That has butter on it, girl.
Oh.
And then we're gonna add it. We're gonna go ahead and throw it in the oven.
Now can I clean these dishes?
Where did I put the flour? Do I have the flour out somewhere? Again, guys, my brain is struggling. It has been for a few days. Okay, let's not sit on the, oh, nice. Showing everybody how you get primed before you make some cake.
I have a makeup show.
A makeup show?
Mhm.
Man, I didn't know that.
On my computer.
Oh, I forget. You do YouTube videos on your computer.
You signed me in for YouTube.
Where did I mean, I seriously have a canister of flour. My brain is, oh my gosh, it's right in front of my face. Again, this is what happens. This is, nope. This is the reality of my life right now. Okay, so when I flour it, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit. I actually saw something the other day. Somebody put like, they put flour like in their pan, their prepared pan. They covered it with like saran wrap, and then they gave it a good shake. And I was like, boy, that's like real smart. And then you get all of those nooks and crannies covered. I'm just gonna go ahead and rub it through the bottom. All right, really?
That's me. Can I wash?
Yeah, you can wash. Here you go, babe.
Wash.
Thanks. We're totally gonna pause after this once this puppy goes in the oven, and we're going to take a short break before we start making our frosting. Okay, so I floured my pan. So again, it looks like it's dirty, but it's actually really good. We are going to go ahead and add our mixture. Let me make sure that I'm doing things right first. We're gonna pour it into our prepared pan and bake for 20 minutes until cake test's done. So how do you test if a cake is done, Maren? Do you have any ideas?
No. Wait.
I'm gonna like probably not use all of this because I have a feeling this is not gonna be the best pan for
Can
this.
I clean it?
You can wait. Let me make sure that this all kind of
Can I
gets to
clean
this.
this?
We're not done. We're not done with it yet, babe.
Oh, you want me to add some more stuff?
The way that you test if a cake is done is with a toothpick. Okay, so if a toothpick in the center comes out clean, you put it in and it comes out clean, then you know that your cake is all baked through, and then you are ready to.
I need to clean that dish.
You need to clean the dish. I am so glad that you are eager to be so helpful, Edie.
I need to
Here,
clean it.
let's give this a little bit of shift so people can see.
Clean this.
Edie, no, not yet. Look, can you peek in here and say hi, guys?
Hi, guys.
No, right here, right up here.
Hi, guys. I'm cleaning dishes.
Yeah, she's cleaning dishes.
You
I think I am good. And we probably shouldn't be sharing lipstick because lipstick carries what, Marin?
Lipstick.
All kinds of germs, right?
Lipstick.
I'm gonna say that this is probably about good. And then what I'm gonna do with the remainder, I have a little bit of batter left over. So I was actually kind of toying with this idea before. Oh, I just touched my face. I was toying with the idea of maybe throwing these into a donut pan and seeing what happens.
A donut pan.
Yeah, Edie is our wild card, Easton. We don't ever really know what she's gonna say. All right, so we are going to go ahead and pop this in the oven. I'm gonna grab that donut pan and we're gonna go nuts and see if we can make some donuts. No, we're not done yet. We're gonna add that into donut pan and make some sheet cake donuts. Cause why not? Living our best life. All right, so it is in here. We're gonna put this into the oven for 20 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and fill that donut pan and then we can kind of look to see how all of this turns out. So we shall return. Thank you for watching. Give us I don't know, 10 minutes or so. We shall return. Thanks, guys. You're the best.
No.